Hi, it's Michael David at mysteryislands.net. Enjoy my secret garden. You can hear the fountain or might see a bluebird during this overview of the tarot. It's a broad overview. Today, just relax and enjoy. I learned at a New Age store. Growing up in Los Angeles, there were many metaphysical shops, so I had my pick of quite a few, and it's important to take a good class and learn the basics. My understanding is that the tarot decks go back to Europe, back to 1400. There have been decks found that old and the kind of the gypsy culture. But really, these type of oracle cards go back way further to the mystery schools of ancient, probably Egypt and Babylon and all the rest. So there's always been oracles of some kind, right? So I learned from the Rider Waite deck. That's the classic deck with beautiful pictures and details. And it's very rich in symbolism, and I love it. And the official book is the official key to the tarot, or the pictorial key to the tarot. And it's kind of old fashioned language, but in my class, they updated it. So that's a starting point. But if you're into different themes like Viking mythology or Greek gods or something, you can get a deck that corresponds to all of that, of course. It's up to you, it's what resonates with you. So the idea is you shuffle the deck, you ask a question, and then produce the cards in a spread. And the universe and the collective consciousness brings forth what you need to see right at that moment. You draw those energies in. That's the idea. And it has to be done with love and with proper intention. And a good spiritual question, not something from a dark energy or place. And there are 156 possible scenarios because there's 78 cards, and some people just read the 78, but I read reversals, which gives me 156 possibilities. If the card's reversed, it's usually a twist on the meaning of the card upright, or an absence of what that card represents, or the opposite. So, for example, if the Ace of Pentacles represents a pregnant woman, then if you reversed the Ace of Pentacles, it would mean not pregnant, no pregnancy. That's just a kind of an example there. Okay, so the cards are divided up into three sections. I'm going to assume you all have a Rider Waite deck. That's what I teach from, a kind of a good starting point. And the first section is the majors. Those are the 21 cards of life's journey. Those are the big issues or the big themes in life. For example, like finding your partner, getting married, or your career, really big issues. And then the first card, the Fool, goes through the journey and hopefully masters the energies of each of the 21 cards. And you are the fool, I am the fool. And it doesn't mean stupid or idiot, it just means innocent and beginner and starting point. Okay, that's the first section, the majors. Big deal. The second section are the minors, and there's a lot of minor cards, about 56 minors. And those would be smaller issues in life, like getting a flat tire in your car or, paying your tax bill or something. It's just the day-to-day issues of life that we all go through, the ups and downs. And we actually live in the minors most of the time. We live in minor issues in our life. It's very important, all of these cards. And then the last grouping or section would be the character cards. And these are people, usually. And these are the court cards. You have your kings, your queens, your knights, and your pages. And the way I read it, usually pages are children, knights are young people, queens are usually women or someone with a like a gay man would show that way with a feminine energy, and the king would be a masculine energy, like kind of a father, older figure, or a female lesbian energy could show that way. Um, so, what we're going to talk a little bit about right now are the 4 different suits. If you have a deck of cards, and you play cards, you know very well about the diamonds, and those would correspond to the pentacles. And I guess on a basic level, you could think of it as money, coins, diamonds, coins, money, things. And they usually are material objects. It could be, a car, a diamond ring, a nice outfit. It's material possessions oftentimes. It's things. So if you get a spread with a bunch of pentacles, you're usually dealing with material objects. Usually. I mean, there's always exceptions in these cards, and you can stretch the meanings like taffy. You can really stretch them out like taffy, so don't be boxed in. Okay, if you play cards and you pull hearts, what would that correspond to? That would correspond to cups, because cups hold water and emotions and feeling. So the cups are love life and friendships and people that connect with each other, close business partnerships that are like friends, breaking up, divorce. I mean, all of that would fall under the cups. Those are your people relationships. So if you get a spread with a lot of cups, you're dealing with interactions of people usually. Okay, next, in cards, you have the spades, correct? The spades would represent the wands. Nope, I'm kidding. Okay, think about it. A spade would represent something that's like a sword. So that's the correlation. Like if you dig with a spade, that's similar to a sword. So that's how you remember that one. And the swords are about power and control. And it's a very masculine energy. It's about authority and doing projects, getting things done, leadership. If you have a bunch of swords coming up, it's about decisions and new projects and going places and ideas that become reality. And then if you're playing cards and you have clubs in your deck, then that would correspond to the wands. So that can represent, that's also a masculine energy. And you have wands represent also projects, ideas, kind of practical, down to earth things that are happening. They can represent obstacles and barriers, like a bunch of wands could build a wall. So you could be guarded, you could be building walls around you. And then if that card's reversed, you could be breaking out of those walls. That type of a thing. So those give you an idea of the 4 different suits. And what you want to do is lightly shuffle your cards, and you want to clear your mind really first and have the client ask a question. For example, should I go to this college in New York that accepted me? Is that a good idea? And then shuffle the cards lightly and then kind of focus on that idea just lightly, and then shuffle up and then pull your cards. Like I said, I pulled 3 cards then below it 2 cards, and then 1 card. So it's like a pyramid facing me. And then I read them the first line, 3 cards across, like a newspaper, then the 2 cards, and then the final card is kind of the bottom line, or the key card, or most important card. So I would look at, first of all, if all the cards are upright or most of them are upright, that's usually a yes. Yeah, go to New York, go to college. You got accepted, do it. If you want to, it's ultimately up to the client. I mean, you're not telling them what to do. You're giving advice, and it's important that you empower them and let them know to consult a lot of different people and go into meditation and then make a decision. But tarot is a nice guide to help people. So you want to, if they're all upright, that would indicate a yes. And then you kind of look at what kinds of cards are they. Are they positive, happy cards, or are they miserable, unhappy cards? And just look at the pictures, And then you get into the meanings of the cards, and that will tell a little story of like, yes, you can do it, and you'll really have the talent for this, profession, or you can do it, but it'll be really hard and it's not really your talent, or no, you shouldn't do this. Keep looking for opportunities, or it could be really mixed. Like, there's going to be some good things and bad things. And so you just kind of lay out the answers, but try to, have the client shape a somewhat specific question. And then you can ask it from different angles. And then you can also do a general reading. Just do a general reading and even start with that and just see what kind of direction spirit takes you. So that's just a basic overview. You might want to kind of listen to this quietly with your eyes closed as a podcast. Kind of go over the basic overview. And if you do what I've done, talk about the class, go to a class, start with the book I recommended, do some practicing with some friends. I've given you the basics, the overview. That's a good start. That's a nice starting basic point. And then you get into the actual meanings of each card. And like I said, I think reversals are important. I think it's really important to see if the card's upright or reversed. To me, that makes all the difference, and it gives me a lot more colors in the rainbow, or piano keys on the piano. I have 156 energies to work with. So I was taught with reversals, and I definitely recommend you working with reversals as well and using them. But like I said, it starts with the Rider-Waite deck, finding a good class, and the book, The Pictorial Key to the Tarot, and start working with the basic energies of the cards. And please support my works at mysteryislands.net. And my YouTube channel is Mystery Islands Treasure Chest. Like and subscribe and give me love and energy and support me. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.